Have you ever looked at the convenience store gas price and screamed, "Give me a break"? Well, stay tuned for our top 5 fuel or gas discount program cards. If you're not prepared, you don't know JAKZ. Prepper JAKZ. Hi everyone, John here for Prepper JAKZ with this week's videocast edition of JAKZ FAKZ. Now those of who know us fairly well know that Kim and I have traveled all over the U.S. either transporting RVs or we did expedited freight for a living after I retired from the Army. Now I have to tell you, I have a master's degree, an MBA in project management, but sometimes I believe my wife is way smarter than I am because I'm the type of guy who just wants to pull up to a gas or fuel pump my stuff, maybe wash the windshield and do a walk around, and then leave and get on with our trip. My wonderful wife, in her never-ending journey to save us $1, found out how to use various discount cards at the places that we use the most and learned how they can benefit us. So today, I thought I would share the cards that we used while on the road and share with you the ones that we still use today, even though we no longer are on the road. Now, before we get started, I need to share with you that I never believed in or held a high opinion of rewards or discount cards. The whole grocery store that saves you money, blah, 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 blah. I always felt that if I'm shopping at your store, you should give me the lower price anyway, or else I'll just shop wherever it's cheaper. Why do I need a card? It's just another way for companies to get my information, right? After using these cards on the road and seeing the cost savings we actually got from using them, I started to have a different opinion of them. As for giving up my personal information, there's always a way around that. Using your annoying neighbor's address or your work address, or but use your phone number or a work phone number because you can always change your phone number. You can't always change your address. Birthdays, well, you might actually get something nice for your birthday, so I always use mine. But what we learned is by using these rewards card, it saves us at the pump. It's not just limiting us to a certain grocery store or a certain gas station or convenience store. Now, the first two that I want to talk about are the WEX Gas Buddy card and the Circle K card. Now, these cards want you to link your debit card to them in order to benefit from the cost savings. Now, before you start screaming, "No, not my bank card," I thought the same thing also. However, these are major companies that if something were to happen to your personal information, as in it gets stolen or hacked or whatever, they have insurance to protect against that. Here's the other benefit. By linking your debit or bank card to these cards, you don't need to carry your actual card. It keeps your actual card from being skimmed at the pump or at the counter if you pay inside. Now, each of these has a cost savings benefit. At the time of this filming, the WEX card offers 3 cents off per gallon at participating gas stations. The downside is you have to constantly check their app on your phone for who has the better location and cheaper price. Now, this worked fairly well while we were on the road because we could check a few exits ahead to find out where the cheaper gas was. Not so much when we're local, as it takes too much time to look up where the cheap gas is, and besides, you probably already know where your local cheap gas is anyway. Now, the first of the top 5 discount cards is Circle K. The Circle K offers 10 cents off a gallon every time you fill up. But check this out, when you first initiate the card with your debit card, it gives you 30 cents off a gallon up to your first 100 gallons. The downside with this discount offer is it's only good for 20 gallons at a time. With today's rising fuel costs, 10 cents off per gallon and 30 cents off a gallon for the first 100 gallons is why Circle K gets our nomination for the first #1 pick of gas cards. The second of the top 5 discount cards goes to Shell gas stations. Their fuel rewards program offers an instant 5 cents off per gallon once you register the number for the card. Use it every time you get Shell gas. Unfortunately, the Circle K card, it only gives the discount for up to 20 gallons. You have to fill up a couple of times to figure out where the sweet spot is where you don't run over the 20 gallons or get cut short on the pump. But even still, a nickel off a gallon every time is not a bad deal any way you look at it. The third on the top 5 discount cards goes to the Pilot Flying J truck stops. The Pilot Flying J rewards card works in several different ways and offers a couple of different benefits. If you get the preferred customer card, you get 3 cents off per gallon up to 20 gallons and earn points for in-store purchases. Now, if you get the professional driver card like we did, You can use it for both gas or diesel fuel, and with a certain amount of gallons purchased, you can obtain shower credits, as well as be automatically entered into the coffee club, where after 9 purchases you get your 10th cup for free. They actually have some pretty decent coffee. You also earn points with fuel purchases that can be redeemed for free food or towards merchandise. The fourth on the top 5 of the discount cards goes to the newest convenience store chain, Sheetz. If you have not been in a Sheetz store yet, you'll be in for a surprise. Yes, it is a convenience store, but they have over 40 different soft drink and non-alcoholic choice drinks, as well as custom food and coffee choices, snack choices, frozen drinks, and lots of just good stuff, as well as some of the cleanest bathrooms you'll find in a convenience store anywhere. With your Sheetz card, you also get 3 cents off of diesel or gas purchases up to 20 gallons. The only reason they get on the top 5 list is because of their awesome selection of drinks, custom food choices, and the experience that you get for shopping there. Again, if you haven't been in a Sheetz, you're missing out. And lastly, the number 5 discount card goes to Speedy Rewards membership. Now, for Speedway gas stations, with your Speedy Rewards card, you don't get any points off any of your fuel, but what you do gain is points that you can use to spend in the convenience store as well as online. That's right, a convenience store that has online shopping. Now, the reason the Speedy Rewards card made the top 5 list is once you reach a certain amount of points, you can redeem your points towards a gift card that you can use at other stores. No other rewards program that we have experienced will allow you to use your rewards credits on something that you can spend somewhere else. For example, if you accumulate enough points to get a $10 gift card, that's $10 worth of free gas or diesel that you could get. Or you can spend that $10 gift card on lunch at Jimmy John's. Now, how cool is that? That's why this card and their program made the list. Now, there are 2 other cards left that we use, but only one of them the average person can use, and they are the BP Driver Rewards Program and the TA Petro Ultra One cards. Now, the TA Petro Ultra One card didn't give any discount for fuel or gas, but they did give credits towards in-store purchases and shower credits. This card is used for expediter freight, which is why we used it. Now, the BP Driver Rewards, they offer a nickel off per gallon, but you have to maintain a 100-gallon purchase of gas per month in order to retain that nickel off per month. The reason it did not make the top 5 is because most people only fill up 2, maybe 3 times per month and never reach 100 gallons per month. The program does not mention what happens if you do not hit 100 gallons consistently, but in my opinion, you probably won't get a nickel off until you reach 100 gallons. Just my guess. One last note I'd like to mention is, with the exception of the Pilot Flying J card, all of the discount program cards stop at 20 gallons. Be mindful of how your gas or your fuel level gets if you plan on using these discounts, because if you are lower than 20 gallons, you'll either have to go with what you get or go through the process a second time just to top off with about $5 or $10 worth more of fuel or gas. And I just suppose it comes down to which inconvenience you're okay with if you don't pay attention. And I take that back. There is one last note, and that is the reason why I didn't mention BJ's, Sam's Club, or Costco is because you have to be a member at one of these places in order to get the discounted gas. Now, that being said, there are some people probably watching this YouTube video that don't have access to a close by Sam's Club, BJ's Club, or Costco to be able to become a member and be able to use those. Also, if you're traveling, you'd have to get an app to find out where these facilities are closely at, whereas all these other cards are typically found near interstates, big cities, even small cities, and are easier to use. So that wraps up this week's videocast edition of JAKZ FAKZ, folks. I sincerely hope that you got something out of it. Gas prices keep fluctuating, but hopefully this top 5 discount card programs I shared with you can help your wallet or your pocketbook out some. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and tap the bell to be reminded when we post new video content. We would also sincerely appreciate it if you tell all your friends and families about us too. Also, if you haven't done so, we'd appreciate it if you'd follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at PrepperJakz, JAKZ. And lastly, if you're not local to Fayetteville, North Carolina, you can find almost all of our products on our website, which is www.prepperjakz.com. So until next time, remember, if you're not prepared, you don't know JAKZ. Prepper JAKZ. And we thank you for your support. Thanks for watching, everyone.